Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ACW Newscast. I'm Hakeem Johnson, your ACW commentator, and we're going to talk about a few things here tonight on the ACW Newscast. We're going to talk about, first of all, your questions and comments, as always, here on the first edition of the newscast here in 2012. We're also going to talk about a few non-ACW things that I think you guys are interested in. We're going to talk about the return of Chris Jericho this past Monday on Monday Night Raw, and what I think it means, how I think it was one of the most greatest returns ever in WWE history. I'll explain that to you guys in a bit. And I'll also talk about Brock Lesnar's retirement from the UFC this past weekend and what it means for him and what it might possibly mean for the pro wrestling business, including WWE. Plus, we're going to go over the ACW Victory card, which will be coming up this weekend. More information on that as well. And this video is also being recorded before Excel and Impulse, Excel 20, and I believe Impulse 27. So if this newscast is uploaded before then fine. But if Excel or even Impulse is uploaded after this, then you'll understand why I'm not taking Excel and Impulse questions from those episodes here. So first of all, I'm going to get to your questions and comments, and I know you guys have a lot of questions and comments here that I didn't get to the last time on ACW's newscast. This will be the first official ACW newscast for 2012. First of all, I hope you guys had a great holiday season. I hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve. I know I did. And hopefully ACW in 2012 is bigger, badder, and stronger for you guys. And hopefully you guys stick with us as much as possible. And as you can see, I'm a little bit weird talking, I guess. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm doing better than I was maybe 2 days ago, but just disregard that, alright? Adria Beret from a week ago commented, just wondering, have you ever thought of going back to old engines like Here Comes the Pain or Shut Your Mouth instead of using SmackDown vs. Raw? I have not thought of that because I'm a guy that likes to move forward with the times, and the reason why I actually used Here Comes the Pain. I actually did use Here Comes the Pain. The reason why I used it for ACW Turbo is because it was a game that was given to me, and since ACW Excel was going through its troubles, I needed something to do, and I was thinking, I would like to use the game as a way to maybe introduce some new things, and that's when the Turbo idea came up. So, but in terms of old school engines, maybe for like a few things I want to do with ACW, but nothing permanent, nothing primary for the shows or the mega events or nothing like that. Q9854 a week ago says, what do you think of Kane's chilling words to John Cena? And his second question is Madison Rayne make a good vice president of the Knockouts in TNA? To your first question, I've predicted this. I think ever since Kane came and attacked John Cena for no reason, I predicted the fact that Kane was actually going to be somewhat of a help more than a hurt for John Cena, because Kane is going to let John Cena's inner eight come. For those who don't know, John Cena's turning heel, okay, at WrestleMania 28. He's going to beat The Rock, first of all. I want this to be very clear. I'm going to explain this in not so much long detail, but in such strong detail as well. John Cena is winning at WrestleMania 28. I'm going to let you guys know that right now. And also, he's going to beat the hell out of The Rock, which will make him a heel, and it will make him the biggest heel since Triple H from the 2000s. He will be the next heel of the decade, and you will see a new era, I believe, in the WWE, because right now you have CM Punk as your WWE champion. You have Daniel Bryan, even though his doubts of being World Heavyweight Champion are still there. He's your World Heavyweight Champion. Zack Ryder, a guy that was close to being released from the WWE, made his own sensation, made his own momentum his own way, and now he's the United States champion. You have guys like Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, Wade Barrett, and all these other guys coming up the ranks of the WWE roster. You have all these old school talents like The Undertaker, Triple H, Kane, and Big Show, and even Mark Henry, pretty much close to their ages where it looks like they're going to be leaving the WWE maybe a year or 2 or 3 years from now. So I do think the WWE is going to enter a new direction, probably after WrestleMania 28. They'll probably enter a new era. WrestleMania 28, 29, and 30 will be 3 WrestleManias that will indicate and dictate where the direction and the new face of the WWE goes, because it's going to happen whether or not. So watch out for those 3 WrestleMania, starting with WrestleMania 28 all the way to WrestleMania 30. Those will be huge indicators of where the company will go from now until then. So I think Kane's chilling words were exactly what I predicted. I think Kane was there to help him rather than hurt him. And John Cena, this is going to be a precursor for him to turn heel. John Cena the seeds have been planted for John Cena to turn heel or a bad guy since WrestleMania 27 when The Rock screwed him out of the WWE Championship and The Miz retained. And it just got intensified with his feud with Punk over the summer, and the fact that people are just being more vocal about their dislike of Cena. And it's not even the point where the dislike for Cena is like, I love to hate you. Like, I just love hating you. I just love booing you every single night. I just love saying that you can't wrestle. Because at least they show love in doing that. At least they show love in giving a negative reaction to Cena. But it's not in that case anymore in 2011 or in 2012 even. It's now the fact that we're sick of you, we're tired of you, you keep doing the same crap, and you don't even realize it, and apparently the WWE doesn't realize it. Leave us the hell alone, get off our televisions, or get out of our sites, and let somebody else step up we find entertaining. That's the kind of heat John Cena's been getting now from 2011 through 2000 till right now. You could have changed John Cena's character and still kept him face, maybe around 2008 when he was feuding with Orton, or 2010 with the Nexus, but it's no longer an option now until 2012. Not even a slight tweak to his face character is going to do. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to do him any wonders anymore. He has to turn heel, and he's been a face for about 8 years now, about 8 years, and I think it's time for a change. And I think Cena realizes it, and that's why you'll see the Cena sucks chants. The commentators are now, and the wrestlers even are recognizing the Cena sucks chants, and it's going to be a huge factor into his match with The Rock in Miami at WrestleMania 28. I truly believe Cena's going to turn heel. That's my idea. And as your second question, Madison Rayne being a good vice president of knockouts, anything better than Karen Jarrett. I think Karen Jarrett is one of the most migrating, one of the most annoying characters in TNA, and I think she's more annoying than Vicky Guerrero. I said it. She is more annoying and more worse than Vicky Guerrero. That's got to say something. Let's see here. Joshua Jacker V5 says Sasuke beating Akuma by some arm breakers. That's very shocking. Yeah, I mean, Akuma has been quote unquote bitching about his treatment here on ACW, but he just lost to Sasuke last week to some arm bars, or arm breakers. So we'll see how that develops in this week's episode of Excel. So just be on the lookout for that. Dark Knight 77R says, "Are you still doing the Tekken division for Impulse? If you are, when will it happen?" For the Tekken division, I still am doing. Yes and no. I'm doing the Tekken division, but I'm taking it in a new direction, and I can't spoil that new direction until we get closer into where I want it to be. So yes, the Tekken division idea is still there, but I'm going to take it to a new direction that I think will be better for everybody. And damn, Brian in Rage 96 had a long ass paragraph here. I'm just going to read his last thought here though. Another thing that crossed my mind, what happened to the other guys from Turbo that didn't get drafted? Do they get to go to the brand of their choice, or are they out of luck and out of a job? Basically what happened was that I no longer had any use for them, and the fact of the matter is that there are other promotions that do use them, like Inuyasha from Turbo. You see him on SCAW, or maybe I don't know, Jaden Yuki. I mean, or like Yusuke Urameshi. He's also on SCAW. Trying to think who else was gone from that roster. There's probably some Turbo leftovers that are from RKDA as well. PAWLs probably have some as well. So it's just a matter of fact that I had no use for them. And think about it. I don't want to blow my load. I don't want to use, people already have Yusuke. People already have Inuyasha. People already know the Yusuke and Inuyasha. When I started ACW, I wanted to do a promotion where, yes, you had your recognizable faces in anime, but at the same time, you had these other characters in anime that people really don't know about. Like, let's be honest. How many people really knew who Davis and Dennis and Woody are from the Little Fighters PC game? From the Little Fighters series, PC series game. until I started really doing them. So, or the fact of the matter is that Horror Glory. Horror Glory is a great example because Horror Glory was from Rave Masters, and Rave Masters was a show that Cartoon Network couldn't give two craps about during the Toonami run on Saturday nights. And I am a big fan of the Rave Masters show, so I started using Horror Glory as a character, and people, I guess, as ACW kept going through the years, just started getting to like Horror Glory. And now people are watching Rave Masters. Well, I'm not saying ACW is the reason why people watch Rave Masters more, but I do see people watching Rave Masters more than I did back then when Rave Masters was out. So, I like to keep it balanced. I don't want it to be all the recognizable faces. I like to keep it a balance. I don't like to get bored with just one thing. So those are your questions and comments. Thank you guys very much for your questions and comments. And as always, you can drop them on, as you can see on the screen here for the newscast. Just drop a line, drop a question, comment, suggestion, idea, what have you, onto where you're able to do so. Okay, so we're gonna talk about, first of all, what happened this past weekend. Brock Lesnar competed in his final MMA fight against All-Star Overeem, and Overeem knocked him out. And after the match, Brock Lesnar told everybody in the live audience that it would be his final UFC fight, or his final fight period. Due to his health problems that he has been going through, he almost was predicted to be dying because of them. So there's no surprise there. And to be honest, he's made his money. I don't blame Brock. I don't want people. I heard the people say that, he's a wuss. He quit because he couldn't handle the pressure. I mean, how could you really say that? I mean, yeah, sure he quit, but he didn't quit in the sense that he was scared or he just wanted to take his ball and go home. He has had health problems over these past 2 years, and I think they finally caught up to him. And had Brock kept fighting and not gotten checked of those health problems, then he probably could have been dead. So, I can't blame Brock Lesnar for one bit, and he's made his money, not just from the UFC, but from his previous career in the WWE. So he's set. He's pretty much set, and he knows he can come back to the WWE at any time and maybe do a short program or be on some sort of contract. He'll still get money. He'll still have money. He's set for life, basically. So, Brock, Brock had a pretty good career in the UFC, and I just wish you and your family all the best, and hopefully we'll see you on our televisions with any variation anytime soon. Now, we're going to get to this past Monday's Monday Night Raw. It was a pretty okay show. I mean, Punk and Ziggler had a good match. Not a great match like theirs last year, but it was still a good match. CM Punk was ownage, saying that if John Laurinaitis screws him over at the Royal Rumble when him and Dolph have their rematch for the title, that Punk's going to beat John Laurinaitis down like a bitch, and that was pretty epic. And I'm a fan of CM Punk, so I thought that was just awesome. The Kane and John Cena feud is still going. It was a little bit cartoonish this week, but still, we've seen that before and we marked, so it's nothing of it wasn't harmful, basically. But those are the things we're talking about this week from Raw. The obvious thing that mattered on Raw that Monday was the return of Y2J, Chris Jericho. Now, I'm on wrestling forums, okay? I know what people have said. I've heard all the criticism. Oh man, that was boring. That was a waste of my time. Oh man, I can't believe he did this. This is the Y2J we wanted back. I thought Y2J was better than this. Has he lost his touch? Maybe he's getting old. Maybe he doesn't keep up with the times. Maybe he's just not coming back at all. Maybe he's just doing a short program. Maybe he's just leaving. This is his final run. Blah, blah, blah. He fooled you people. Hook, line, and sinker. You guys are all sheep for thinking that, because Chris Jericho came out and was pretty much pandering to the crowd and kept getting crowd reactions. And the people in the crowd and people even on television, in front of the television screen, you guys kept cheering him. That's exactly what he wanted. Because he kept doing it, and you guys kept cheering him. Because he wanted you to do that. He wanted you guys to enable him. He fooled you guys. He thought you guys are sheep, because you guys will cheer for anything. Because you guys, for all the cheering you did for Chris Jericho, you never asked why are we cheering for him. And I was cheering with you guys. So I got a little annoyed when he just left. But then when we came back from Raw, I started thinking, I was like, oh, you sly bastard, you got me. No, that doesn't mean Jericho was a troll. Jericho did not troll at all last night. I mean, on Monday Night Raw. That's what. If anything, we troll ourselves because we're the ones that hyped up his videos. We're the ones that gave high expectations for Chris Jericho to come back. We're the ones that cheered for his return, not knowing that Jericho is about to unleash hell in the WWE. He just wanted us to cheer him for that confirmation that, yep, the WWE is about to go through hell via Chris Jericho. Now, I think he shouldn't say a word to the Royal Rumble so that his feud with CM Punk could be set up right then and there. But I think Chris Jericho, I think the storyline is going to be big. And I don't think, and honestly guys, calm down, because Jericho knows what he's doing. He's a veteran storyteller, just like CM Punk is a great storyteller. And those two about to feud is going to be one of the best stories ever told in our modern pro wrestling history. I think Chris Jericho wouldn't come back and just have a lame gimmick. I think he came back knowing what he's going to do with this character and what he's going to do with the story with Punk. So I would like to ask the very, very small section of the IWC to calm the hell down, relax, buy some patience, and just see how this goes. And I think more people need to be wrestling fans rather than company fans, if you get my drift. But nonetheless, I loved Chris Jericho's return. I think it was one of the best returns we've had in a long while for all the reasons that people haven't caught on of it yet, still, 2 days after. So we're going to see what happens next week on Raw, and hopefully the storyline that Chris Jericho is probably proposing goes to the brink of awesomeness, because I think it can. Finally, we're going to go through the ACW Victory card. ACW Victory will be available on Blip TV, and it'll be available on Blip TV and Mega Upload, only those two websites, on Sunday. It'll be available on Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. And due to that, what happens is that every time I post a Mega event, say like on a Sunday, there'll be no Excel and Impulse episodes uploaded. So that means if I upload if I upload Victory on Sunday, then there will be no episodes of Impulse and Excel throughout that week until the next week, starting from Monday possibly, when Excel will be posted. So you'll have a full week to view ACW Victory on Blip TV and Mega Upload. And yes, now that Mega events will be uploaded on Mega Upload, you can now download those Mega events. Because I've heard people saying they wanted to download Mega events, so this is your chance. Go to Mega Upload. You are able now to download the Mega event onto your PC and watch it through your PC, maybe rather than just watching it online. But you have that choice now. So, and we're going to try to get things set up this time around, and try to solve the problem we had with Genesis, when Genesis was just taking way too long, and we're going to solve that problem this time around. So we're prepared, and we're going to show you guys, we're going to remind you guys throughout this week about ACW Victory and when it'll be posted. But the card is going to be, first of all, we have, let's see here, I'm trying to think here. Okay, this is the current card right now. This is the current ACW Victory card. Again, this video is posted before Excel or Impulse, so I bet you that there'll be other additional matches added. But these are the ones we have so far for ACW Victory. For the Cruiserweight Championship, it will be Ryoma Edgerton defending the ACW Cruiserweight title against Joe Higashi. This rivalry has extended ever since, I believe, ACW Animania 2, I want to say? I want to say since ACW Royal Rumble 2008. So, it's basically been for a good 3 years, relatively. So, this is now going to culminate into a match between the two for the Cruiserweight title. Can Ryoma Edgerton retain the title still, or will we have a new champion in Joe Higashi? For the ACW Impulse Tag Team titles, the White Tigers will defend those titles against Kai Watari and a mystery partner of his choosing. And the White Tigers also have been long-term champions for a while as well, and now they will defend it against Kai Watari and a partner of Kai's choosing. We don't know who Kai's partner is, and we'll find out obviously we're going to find out at ACW Victory, and hopefully the mystery partner element probably distracts the White Tigers and possibly makes them lose the ACW Impulse Tag Team titles. Finally, for the ACW Impulse Championship, this is a dream match that many people have been waiting to see, I believe, ever since the draft. It will be the ACW Impulse Champion Gohan defending the title against Ryu, the #1 contender for the ACW Impulse Championship. Ryu, being drafted from ACW Excel onto ACW Impulse at the ACW Draft of 2008, has had stellar matches with the likes of Mugen, Gara, and even Sagat. And Gohan, stemming off from his controversial title win at ACW Animated 2, betraying Naruto Uzumaki in the process, and now he will have his first ever ACW title defense against a worthy opponent in Ryu. I believe this will be a match of the year contender. Many people are already saying that this will be a match of the year contender, and I honestly can't blame them. This is a dream match. This is a match I believe people have been waiting for to see in ACW for a while. So that match will happen at ACW Victory. Those are the matches we have so far in ACW Victory. ACW Impulse will be posted this week, so I bet you there'll be more matches. There has to be more matches added, so just keep on the lookout for that. But there you go for the updated ACW Impulse Victory card. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for this ACW Newscast edition. We will see you next week, and we will go over the aftermath of ACW Victory, also your questions and comments, and any other big news stemming from here until the next newscast. So, I want to tell you guys, I'm Hakeem Johnson. Welcome to the new year 2012 here for Anime Championship Wrestling, and as always, I tell you guys to stay cool. Stay cool.